Om Shanti. This is the Sakar MURLI of the 8th of January 2015. A very happy Satguru Bar to everyone. The essence of the MURLI is, sweet children, you are the ones who rain knowledge and make everything green. You have to imbibe this knowledge and inspire others to do the same. Sweet children, you are the ones who rain knowledge and make everything green. You have to imbibe this knowledge and inspire others to do the same. Dharna karni or karani. The question is, what would clouds that do not rain be called? What would clouds that do not rain be called? The answer is, they are lazy clouds. They are sust clouds. Active clouds, chust clouds, are those that rain. If they have imbibed knowledge, they cannot remain without showering it on others. For those who do not imbibe knowledge and inspire others to do so, it is as though their stomachs stick to their backs. It is as though their pate stick to their peat. They are poor and they will become subjects. The next question is, what is the main effort you have to make on this pilgrimage of remembrance? What is the main effort you have to make on this pilgrimage of remembrance? In the answer, Baba says, to consider yourself to be a soul and to remember the Father in the form of a point. To remember the Father accurately as He is, in His real form, takes effort. The song is, Jo Piya ke saath hai, the rain of knowledge is for those who are with the Beloved. Om Shanti. Clouds are above the ocean, and the Father of the clouds is the ocean. The shower of rain is only for the clouds that are with the ocean. Those clouds fill themselves with water and then rain. You also come to the ocean in order to fill yourselves. You children of the ocean are clouds anyway, and this is why you're able to absorb this sweet water. There are many types of clouds. Some rain very heavily and cause a flood, whereas some rain very little. You too are number-wise. Those who rain very heavily are remembered. When there is a lot of rain, people become very happy. Here too, those who rain a great deal are praised. Those who do not even rain become lazy-hearted. They are unable to fill their stomachs. Because they are not able to imbibe this knowledge well, their stomachs stick to their backs. When there is a famine, the stomachs of people stick to their backs. Here too, if you do not imbibe this knowledge and also inspire others to imbibe it, your stomach sticks to your back. Those who reign a lot now become the kings and queens. The others become poor. The stomachs of the poor stick to their backs. Therefore, you children should imbibe this knowledge very well. The knowledge of the soul and the Supreme Soul is so simple. You now understand that you previously had no knowledge of the soul or the Supreme Soul, and so your stomachs stuck to your backs. The main aspect are the soul and the Supreme Soul. People don't know what a soul is, and so how could they know about the Supreme Soul? There are many scholars and pundits, etc. They do not know about the soul. You have now come to know that you are imperishable souls and are filled with imperishable parts of 84 births, which continue to repeat. Souls are imperishable, and so their parts are also imperishable. No one knows how you souls play all-round parts. People just say that the soul is the supreme soul. You children have all the knowledge from the beginning to the end. They say that the duration of the drama is hundreds of thousands of years. You have now received the entire knowledge. You know that the whole of this old world is to be sacrificed in the sacrificial fire of knowledge created by the Father. That is why the Father says, forget everything, including your body. Consider yourself to be a soul. Remember the Father and your sweet home, the land of peace. This is the land of sorrow. You are able to explain to others, number-wise, according to the effort you make. You are now being filled with this knowledge, but your effort lies in having remembrance. It takes great effort to finish the body consciousness of many births and become soul conscious. Although it is very easy to speak about, it takes effort to consider yourself to be a soul and to remember the Father in the form of a point. The Father says, scarcely anyone remembers me as I am and who I am. As is the Father, so his children. If you know yourself as you are, you will also know the Father as he is. You know that there is only the one Father who teaches, whereas there are many who study. Only you children know how the Father establishes the kingdom. However, all of the scriptures, etc., are the paraphernalia of the path of devotion. We have to say this in order to explain to others, but there is no question in this of disliking anything. The day and night of Brahma are even mentioned in the scriptures, but people do not understand anything. The day and night are half and half. It is explained very easily in the picture of the ladder. People believe that God is so powerful that he can do whatever he wants. But the Father says, I too am bound by this drama. Bharat continues to have many difficulties. So, do I keep coming here again and again? There is a limit to my part. It is only when there is complete sorrow that I then come according to my own time. There cannot be a difference of even a second. Everyone's part is fixed accurately in the drama. This is the reincarnation of the highest Father. Then, those who have less power continue to come down number-wise. You children have now received knowledge from the Father, through which you are becoming the masters of the world. You gain the full force of that power. By making effort, you become Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan. This is not in the parts of others. The main thing is the drama, the knowledge of which you have now received. Everything else is material because you can see all of that with your physical eyes. Baba is the wonder of the world, and he creates heaven, which is also called paradise. There is so much praise of him. There is great praise of the Father and his creation. The highest on high is God. No one knows how the Father creates the highest heaven of all. You sweetest children only understand this number-wise and claim a status according to the effort you make. Whatever effort you make, you do that according to the drama. You cannot receive anything without making effort. You cannot remain for even a second without performing actions. Those Hatha yogis exercise breath control. It is as though they are dead. They simply stay in their caves while dust settles on them. When water falls on them, grass begins to grow. But what benefit is there in that? For how many days can they remain sitting like that? They definitely have to perform actions. No one can become a renunciate of actions. It is because they don't prepare food, etc. for themselves that they call themselves renunciates of actions. This too is their part in the drama. If those people of the path of isolation did not exist, what would Bharat's condition have become? Bharat was number one pure. The Father first of all creates purity, which lasts for half a cycle. There was definitely one religion and one kingdom in the Golden Age. That deity kingdom is now being established once again. You should invent such good slogans that they awaken people. Come and claim your fortune of the deity kingdom again. You now understand this very well. You also now know why Krishna is called the ugly and the beautiful one. Why he is called Shyam Sundar. Nowadays, many people are given such names. They are in competition with Krishna. You children know how impure kings go in front of the idols of pure kings and bow their heads. They do not know anything. You children understand that it is those who were worthy of worship who then became worshippers. The entire cycle is now in your intellects. Even if you remember this much, your stage will remain very good. However, Maya does not allow you to remember. She makes you forget. If your stage remains constantly cheerful, you will be called deities. People become so happy on seeing the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan. They do not become as happy on seeing the picture of Radha and Krishna or Ram, etc., because many aspects of upheaval have been written about Sri Krishna in the scriptures. This Baba becomes Sri Narayan. Baba becomes very happy on seeing the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan. You children should also understand how long you will remain in your old bodies before you go and become princes. This is your aim and objective. You only know this. Happiness should be bubbling up inside you. To the extent that you study, accordingly, you will claim a high status. What status would you claim if you do not study? Just look at the status of the emperors of the world, the status of the wealthy subjects, and the status of the servants. There is only one subject. It is simply Manmana Bhav and Madhyaji Bhav. It is Alpha and Beta, knowledge and yoga. This Baba has so much happiness. He found Allah and gave away everything. He won such a huge lottery. What else would he need? So, why should you children also not have this happiness inside you? This is why the Father says, create such trance-like pictures for everyone so that children become happy on seeing them. Shiv Baba is giving us this inheritance through Brahma. Human beings don't know anything. They have totally degraded intellects. From having degraded intellects, you're now becoming those with pure and clean intellects. You have come to know everything. There is no need to study anything else. You receive the sovereignty of the world through this study. This is why the Father is called knowledgeful. People believe that he knows everything in each one's heart. However, the Father gives knowledge. A teacher can understand to what extent each one studies. He does not sit there the whole day watching what's going on in each one's intellect. This knowledge is wonderful. The Father is called the ocean of knowledge and the ocean of peace and happiness. You are now becoming master oceans of knowledge. You will not have these titles there. You will become completely virtuous, 16 celestial degrees full of all virtues. This is the highest status of a human being. At present, you have a godly status. You have to understand this and also explain it to others. You should experience a great deal of happiness when you see the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan. We will now become masters of the world like them. It is through knowledge that you receive all the virtues. You become refreshed by seeing your aim and objective. Therefore, the Father says that everyone should have a picture of Lakshmi and Narayan. This picture increases the love in your hearts. It enters your hearts that you are in your last birth in the land of death, and that you will become like them in the land of immortality. This applies to you as well. It is not that souls are the Supreme Soul. No. All of this knowledge should remain in your intellects. When you explain to others, tell them, we do not ask anyone for anything. There are many children of Prajapita Brahma. We do service with our minds, bodies, and wealth. We Brahmins keep this yajna going with our own earnings. We cannot use the money of Shudras. There are countless children. Each of us knows that we will claim a status to the extent that we surrender our minds, bodies, and wealth for service. You know that it is because Baba had sown the seeds that he becomes Narayan. The money is not going to be of any use here. So, why should I not use it for this task? Did those who surrendered everything starve to death? They were looked after very well. Baba is also looked after so well. This is the chariot of Shiv Baba, the one who makes the whole world into heaven. That one is the beautiful traveler, Hasin Musafir. The Supreme Soul comes here to make everyone beautiful. He changes you from ugly to beautiful. He's such a beautiful bridegroom. He comes and makes everyone beautiful. You should sacrifice yourself to him. You should continue to remember him. Just as you cannot see a soul, but you can understand it, in the same way, you can understand the Supreme Soul. Souls and the Supreme are identical in appearance, just a point. All the rest is knowledge. These are matters of deep understanding. You children should note out these points in your intellects. Your intellects imbibe this knowledge, number-wise, according to the effort you make. Doctors are able to remember medicines, etc. It is not that they start consulting their books at that time. Doctors have points. Barristers have points. You also have points of this knowledge. There are plenty of topics that you can explain. Any point can bring benefit to someone. Some are struck by an arrow with one point and others with another point. There are many points. Those who imbibe these points very well will be able to do very good service. You have been very sick patients for half a cycle. Souls have become impure, and so the one eternal surgeon gives you medicine. He is always the surgeon. He never falls ill himself. Everyone else becomes ill. The eternal surgeon only comes once at this age and gives you the injection of Manmanabhav. It is very easy. Always have this picture in your pocket. Baba used to worship Narayan before. He removed Lakshmi's image from the picture and kept an image of Narayan alone. He understood that he is now becoming the same one whom he used to worship. He gave leave to Lakshmi, that is, removed her image from the picture. It was certain that he was not going to become Lakshmi. He did not like Lakshmi massaging the feet of Narayan in that picture. When men saw this, they asked their wives to massage their feet. Lakshmi does not massage Narayan's feet there. This custom and system does not exist there. This system belongs to the kingdom of Ravan. The whole knowledge is in this picture. There is the Trimurti at the top. There is great amazement in remembering this knowledge throughout the day. Bharat is now becoming heaven. This is a very good explanation, yet it is not known why it doesn't sit in the intellects of human beings. There will be a blaze of fire with full force. The haystack has to be set on fire. The kingdom of Ravan definitely has to be destroyed. Pure Brahmins are needed for this yajna. This is the greatest yajna, to bring about purity throughout the whole world. Although those Brahmins call themselves the children of Brahma, they are born through vice. The children of Brahma are pure, mouth-born creation. Therefore, explain this to them. Acha, to the sweetest beloved, long-lost and now-found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. First point. Make your intellect clean and imbibe this wonderful knowledge, and thereby become a master ocean of knowledge like the Father. Imbibe all the virtues yourself through this knowledge. Make your intellect clean, have Swachh Buddhi, and then imbibe this wonderful knowledge, and thereby become a master ocean of knowledge like the Father. Imbibe all the virtues yourself through this knowledge. The second point. Just as Baba surrendered his body, mind and wealth and used them for service, so you have to use everything like the Father in a worthwhile way for God's service. In order to remain constantly refreshed, keep a picture of your aim and objective with you. Just as Baba surrendered his body, mind and wealth and used them for service, so you have to use everything like the Father in a worthwhile way for God's service. In order to remain constantly refreshed, keep a picture of your aim and objective with you. The blessing is, may you have pure and positive thoughts for all by keeping the specialty of each one in your awareness and making the gathering united by being faithful. May you have pure and positive thoughts. May you be a Shubh Chintak by keeping the specialty of each one in your awareness and making the gathering united by being faithful. Explanation. According to the drama, each one has definitely received one or another specialty. Use that specialty in any task and also see the specialties of others. Remain faithful to one another, and the intention of their situations will change. When you see the specialties of each one, then, although you are many, You will be seen as one, and the gathering will be united. When someone says something defamatory about anyone, then, instead of supporting that one, transform the form of the one who says that thing, and you will then said to be the one who has pure and positive thoughts for others. The slogan is, a treasure of elevated thoughts is the basis of an elevated reward and Brahman life. A treasure of elevated thoughts is the basis of an elevated reward, is the basis of Shresht Pralabdha and Brahman life. The special homework to experience the Avyak stage in this Avyak month for today is the 8th point. In order for you to stay in the Avyak stage, the Father Srimad is, children, think less but do more. Finish all confusion and become bright and clear. Merge the ashes of old situations and old sanskars into the ocean of your complete stage. Finish old matters in such a way as you forget matters of the old birth. Om Shanti.